Hello and welcome to Untitled Chapter, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aries, okay? So my aim with these videos is to give you a food for thought or to give you another perspective, something you haven't thought of before, okay? Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those from the Brian Fouts with the Brian Fouts Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvian Etzer's Mirrored Truth Lenormand deck. Now, we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, you gotta change what you're doing. If you don't like it, if you don't like what if you don't like what I picked up, there is at all times a multitude of possibilities that to choose from. So decide on what you want and go after it. Okay, it's as simple as that. It might not be as easy as that, but it's as simple as that. Okay. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous Aries, let's get into your cards. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. And the first card is the Justice in the reverse. Okie dokie. Alright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for Aries, and you got the Ace of Winter in the upright. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, and you got the Eight of Winter. Eight of Winter. Eight of Swords. Alrighty. Eight of Winter with the 10 of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, and we got the 10 of Summer. 10 of Autumn, that is. Oh, I'm guessing we're having multiples today. Okay. Now we clarify. Okay. All right. Just place myself. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the Justice card is here in reverse. Not bothering me. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the Justice card is here in the reverse. And you got the Fairy Godmother with Iris the Rainbow at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. with the Glenkener behind that. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries is, please come forward and share why the Ace of Winter is here. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries is, why is the Ace of Winter here in the upright? And you got Talon the Poet with Luminous Doom and Unity. Then you also have Ecstasis. I'm wondering if there's a reason why I have trouble holding on to my cards. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the Eight of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Okay. Well, you got Jehovah pointing towards the right, with the Rar card at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Glenkener. No, not the Glenkener, the Soul Shrinker. I got me some issues. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the Ten of Summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides. And you got He of the Fairy Sword with Faf the Footer at the bottom of the deck. Faffy! And Fairies the Future following that, as well as Arval Parrot as well. Okay, so then you have the Ten of Autumn. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Why is the Ten of Autumn here? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Please come forward and share why the Ten of Autumn is here in the upright. You got Olak Gnome with Topsy Turvets at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Laum. Laum. You can even say Lattice Moon's Daughter too. Okie dokie. Interesting. So, let us begin this reading, yeah? Card number 1, Justice in the Reverse. Now, Justice in the Reverse would be saying that you are trying to review things hastily. You are someone you're dealing with is reviewing something hastily, and they're not really allowing themselves to pay attention to the details. And due to that, they might not win. Okay. They might not win, and it might not be it might be an unfair and subjective decision in the courthouse. And now the reason for that, okay, the cards clarifying that are the Fairy Godmother, which talks of gifts, talents, grace, helpful lessons. So this court case of yours, or someone you know, it not panning out the way you would like, is a sign, is a lesson, is a helpful lesson from the universe. Okay. Then the next card is Iris of the Rainbow. Now, Iris talks of hope, promise for the future. I'm guessing maybe the lesson will teach you something. And then you have the Glankner. Yes, the Glankner is illusion, delusion, lust, projection, and clear sight. Basically, I feel like this ruling that did not necessarily go your way or the person you're dealing with's way was in order for them to learn something beneficial for themselves that will help them go farther than what that thing that they were wanting to win would have. Then the iris of the rainbow hints at the promise of the future. So something was done. You did not receive something in order to receive something else. Let's say if you had received the first, you might not have been able to get the second, is what I'm getting. Then you have the Glankner, which talks of clear sight. So basically, once you notice that was a helpful lesson, this thing that did not pan out in the courthouse. Well, I'm talking of you, but it could be of you or your crosswatcher. So that thing that was that you wanted to pan out that didn't pan out was in reality a helpful lesson that was meant for you to gain more hope for the future, because you have more, you would have gotten a clearer sight. You or the person you're dealing with would have gotten a clearer sight due to what has happened. Next, you have the Ace of Winter. Now, wait a minute. Next, you have the Ace of Winter. Now, the Ace of Winter talks of don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So, I must be thinking along the right path. So whatever this thing that did not pan out was for you or your crosswatcher, it would have given way to a new idea that should be implemented. Yep. It should be implemented. And the cards clarifying that are my lovelies. If I can put this card in the slot. Are, okay, Taum Poet. Now Taum talks of clear sight yet again, poetry, erotic energy, laughter, not getting into serious mischief. Okay, so clear sight is basically what they want you to remember here. Then you have Gloominous Doom, which talks of the new idea might be you or the person that you're dealing with needing to take care of themselves first and foremost in order to be able to get to what they want. Okay? Then you have Unity. Now, unity is union, mystical experience, spiritual home. So this new concept that you're getting, this new idea that you will getting will allow you to get to your home, your spiritual home, nonetheless. Now, the last card you have is Ecstasis. Ecstasis talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. So whatever this is, whenever you start with this new idea, you will excel much faster than you've had with anything else, is what I'm getting. Yep. Then you have the Eight of Winter. Now, the Eight of Winter talks, let you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Yes. So basically, the person that you're dealing with is the person who is standing in their own way of success. Right? Right. Now the cards clarifying the Eight of Winter are Jihobaya, pointing towards the right. Now G talks of imaginary fears, unreal hazard, and realistic caution. So, I mean, you're worried for no reason with this. So this new idea that you're really awake for, and that really floats your boat, it's kind of freaking you out, and it is making you doubt yourself, when in reality it's, if you are being cautious, realistically cautious, that's a good sign. But if you are being, what's the word, if you are believing unreal hazards, okay, and imaginary fears, then you are basically going to put yourself in harm's way. And you will stop the realization of your wanted reality. Next, you have the Rar card. Now the Rar card, and I have to say, okay, Jihobaya was pointing towards the right, which means to me as a reader that it was happening quickly, or it's going to happen. Yes. So I guess you like, what I mean to say is soon the fear is going to set in. And the fear is the worry, okay, is probably because of the wild energy that is contained in this new idea, the fact that it is pure potential. It's what you wanted from day one, but it's so much, and you're not ready to, you haven't even begun to think about how you're gonna contain this energy, and you're like, whoa, what am I gonna do? You know, it's kind of scary when you get what you actually have wanted, had been dreaming about for a very, very, very long time. But if you take it off the pedestal on which you have put it on, and you put it on your same level, things should pan out, is what I'm getting. Now, next card you got is the Soul Shrinker. Now the Soul Shrinker, okay, yes, talks of cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, and destruction. But at the very end, when all of this has passed and gone, what is left but blessings? So basically, this whole, all these fears that are coming up because what you have in front of you is like pure potential. You're like, what the hell am I going to do with this? And you don't know what to do with it. And you're like, oh my God, you don't know which way's up, which way's sideways. You don't know what the hell is going on. But once all that fear and all that worry pass, okay, you will be able to see how it was a blessing, because that was meant for you to grow. And I mean, the cards following that are just there to reiterate what I just said. Because next, you have the Ten of Summer. You have the Ten of Summer and the Ten of Autumn. And I mean, that is amazing. So you needed to go through this moment of chaos, of pure potential, where you don't know what the hell you're doing, to actually grow and better yourself in order to expand, and in order to allow this Ten of Summer and Ten of Autumn to come into your reality, right? And let's clarify. So the Ten of Summer It's clarified by here the fairy sword, which basically means that you are protected in what you're doing. Then you have Faf the footer, which talks of grounding, being real, centering, grounding, and earthing. So one other thing that you will have learned through this experience is not to let your emotions precede you, if I could say that. Not to let your emotions run away with you. If that makes any more sense. That you need to ground yourself to not allow your thoughts to run away with you. So in this case, it'd be your emotions, because we're talking about the 10 of summer, and here we have Fafi. I call him Fafi, which talks of centering, grounding, balancing, and all those lovely things, right? Then you have the fairies of the future. Now, the fairies of the future talk of be here now. Okay, be here now, guidance, forward moving. So you have to be in the present moment to see all of the stuff that is coming your way to guide you towards your 10 of summer. Because if you're not aware of what is coming to you, what your surroundings are letting you in on, you would most probably, as they say in French, être à côté de la plaque. You would be completely besides the point. You would be completely, like, you would not know what to do, basically. And if you did something, it would be the thing that you shouldn't be doing. And so you'd be à côté de la plaque. Right? Then you have Arval Parrot. Now, Arval Parrot talks of communication. Basically, that's the only thing it says. And I feel like what would help to bring in this 10 of summer in, so this emotional fulfillment, this emotional stability and emotional wellness, is in fact you're being able to affirm what it is that you want to create emotionally in your reality. Yes. Not just affirm, but believe. Well, you have to affirm to believe to a certain extent. Next, you have the 10 of autumn. Now, the 10 of autumn talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So, well, family traditions are generally traditions that have been long, that have been passed down from generation to generation. It's so ingrained in the family that, you know, it's like in their makeup. Now that is interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting, because then you have Odak Gnome. Now, Odak Gnome, okay, talks of trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, breaking habits and patterns. I feel like the idea that came to mind was that in order in order for you to attain this 10 of summer and 10 of autumn, okay, 10 of autumn, I feel like with the cards, with my or yours, angels and guides are letting us in on, is that there needs to be a breaking of a habit. Something needs to be altered, I feel, more than broken. Maybe it's done that way for so long that now it's an old way of doing things. C'est passé. It's too old. C'est passé is French for it's outdated. Alright, then we have Topsy-Turvets. Now, Topsy-Turvets talks of changing a viewpoint, fresh look, new ways of seeing. Alright? So, when you are aware of the fact that there's a habit that needs to be broken. But you're like, but how can I get to what I want to get with that habit being broken? I don't understand. What is it that I have to do? How do I break the habit? How? So what you need to do is change your viewpoint. Well, what do I need to do to get to my wanted objective? Seeing as this old habit no longer works for us, what is it that I have to do? And for that, you need to break a habit. Change your viewpoint. Change your viewpoint. Look at it differently. And I feel like there needs to be a side of unconditional giving and receiving. I don't know why this came up, but it's unconditional giving and receiving. And notice the gnome at the bottom of the card. He looks a little tattered and old with all the wrinkles on the corner of his eyes and all that. And this fairy on top of his head seems kind of youthful and young. So maybe it's the unconditional giving and receiving of love throughout generations. Oh my lord, that is like, I've seen those wrinkles at the top on his eye, but I've never actually mentioned that before. So maybe the breaking of a habit, the habit that he's breaking, that would happen with a change of viewpoint, is the way your family shows appreciation. The older generation shows appreciation for the younger ones, or the younger ones show appreciation for the older generation, is the concept that I'm getting. Now, the next card is Lattice Moon's Daughter. Now, Lattice Moon's Daughter talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. So that fresh way of looking, that light cast in shadow. Okay, I feel like what was I gonna say? Okay, so I mentioned that a habit needs to be broken and looked at, and for it to be broken, it needs to be looked at differently. And the thing that needs breaking is the habit that needs breaking is the way the older generation or the younger generation shows their appreciation for the other. All right, and that's why Spirit is coming in to show you, to let you see, right, how this might be done with illumination forward movement illumination to what is necessary for your forward movement. Yes. Okay, so my gorgeous Aries, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, and with that being said, my gorgeous Aries, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!